And we will come back home, home again from now on. It starts tonight. It starts tonight. In my Beth Hugh Jackman, the greatest showman voice. The Mets return home tonight to Citi Field to try and right this ship, to try and get this season turned back around. And we can choose to be negative Nancy's and say the season's over and say this team stinks and this is a disgrace and they're hateable. But I'm going to go the positive spin. I needed that day mentally Monday to realize, you know what? All we can do is hope for this team to get it right. All we can do is hope that this team turns back into the team that was the best team in baseball just 2 months ago. And with 44 games left, with the team coming back to Citi Field where they are playing very good outside of the last 12 days, they were the best home team in baseball before this recent stretch. I'm going to opt to hope that we get this thing going and that it starts tonight. It starts tonight. And the Mets and the Braves and Spencer Strider, and you hope that the Mets start tonight a win streak, because there's only so much more losing we can take as Mets fans from what we've seen the last couple of weeks, and we just got to hope they get it going. I mean, we could complain, we could point fingers to everyone and anyone, but we've done that already. We've done that. We got the day yesterday to clear our minds of this mess, and now we got to hope that the boys come home and show some life. 8 games over 500. They're 63-55. You know, in some ways, they got help from the Philadelphia Phillies beating the Reds. Yes, they lost a half game in the division, but they gained a half game in the wild card. So now the Mets lead in the wild card is up to 2 over the Reds. It's 3 over the Cardinals and 4.5 over the Giants. So those are the 3 teams behind the Mets as they look to just get in. At this point, I wanted a division. The reality is they're 6 back. It's going to take an uphill climb. Just stay in and get in the playoffs, and then you just never know. You got to be in it to win it, as they say. And Steve Cohen fired out a tweet. He's been quiet. A lot of people criticizing him for, hey, where you been? You said it's funny how people don't talk when you win, blah, blah, blah. Well, they haven't been winning. And he said, we haven't been playing well, but I still believe in this team. I will be at Citi Field the next 3 games, rooting the Mets on LGM. Well, he's not the greatest with punctuation, putting Citi Field as one word, but we'll forgive Uncle Steve, our owner. And it's good to see that he believes, and I think that's all we can choose to do. I mean, there's, like I've already said on here, there's so many things going wrong in this world. There's so many things going wrong in my life that I cannot choose to opt for failure. I want wins, and I want this team to get it right, and so should you. So I hope you're not one of those people that says, I hope they lose so they make changes, or that Mendoza's fired, or so they deserve losing. I want to fucking win, and you should want to fucking win too. So let's fucking go Mets. It's a quote that Pete Alonso made popular. I'm still a classic LGM guy, but for this week, we'll say LFGM, show some fucking guts. And Pete Alonso, LFGM to him, a chance to break the record in front of his home fans. He's got 5 games to do it. I honestly didn't even realize till today that Sunday we were actually playing in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, which is the dumbest thing ever. I think it's great they have a game there, but for the second year in a row, the Mets are losing a home game. They lost one to London last year, London, whatever, fine. But now the Mets going to Williamsport, PA. The Mets have sold out every weekend and are top 5 attendance in baseball. Not really fair to the fans, not fair to my Citi Field people, the bartenders. They lose out on a nice payday on a Sunday in tips. So not really fair to the Citi Field employees. Not really fair to the Mets, but whatever. They'll play the Mariners Sunday in Williamsport, PA, but you got 5 games in Queens with a chance to get these fans excited, have Alonso break the record, and most importantly, win some baseball games. The Braves, talk about free falling, the Braves have had a terrible season. They're 51-67. You can't let the Braves come here and win. So if you're the Mets, first off, get a win Tuesday. Stop the bleeding. And then find a way to either win 2 out of 3 or sweep the Braves. And then at least try to split at Citi Field against the Mariners. Mariners are very good. That's going to be tough. But get this ship righted. You got to believe. It's corny. It's dumb. But it's the Mets slogan. And all we can choose to believe. So let me know in the comments below. Do you believe? Are you going to try to believe? Because, yes, I agree. It's a little bit of forced belief right now. Because the baseball we've seen, the starting pitching we've seen, not going 5, let alone 6 innings. The offense not coming through in the clutch. It's hard to be like, yes, we got this. But the reality is they do have the talent in-house to get this done. So just go get it done. Let me know in the comments. You're watching Mets Daily. I'm your host, Jake Brown, at Jake Brown Live on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Subscribe to my YouTube at Jake Brown Live. Subscribe to this YouTube. Smash that thumbs up at Mets Daily. We appreciate the support. We're over 2,050 subscribers. Keep on in that subscribe. Share the channel. We appreciate it. We're here every day. We're the only show coming every day for just 10 minutes a day. A little bite-sized show every day. We're the only show doing it, and we're the best doing it. So make sure you subscribe, smash the thumbs up, follow me, and put your questions below. We're going to be getting to fan comments. We're going to start featuring your comments again. I know I got away from that, but we are going to do that. So bring me your best comments in the comment section below, and we will have a weekly segment where we are featuring comments. I'm going to try to get involved daily, but there's been a lot happening in Mets land. It's been hard, but I will try doing that moving forward. And scan this code right here. Become a Mets Daily Insider member. We're going to announce it this week. I'm giving away from my personal tickets field level seats. Great seats to a Mets game at Citi Field. If you've never sat behind the dugout, or great seats. If you're a Mets Daily Insider member, you're going to have a chance to win them free. If you're a member, for just $5 a month, cheaper than a cup of coffee, you'll be in the running for a chance to win my personal, what I'll have, tickets, field level, to a Mets game. It's going to be a weekday game. It has to be a weekday game, but it'll be a weeknight game this season coming up. So scan that code, become a member, and you'll be in the running. Let's go, baby. Excited to bring a member. There should be a pair of tickets, so we might either do 2 members, 1 ticket, if you guys want to go together, or 1 member gets 2 tickets, however we want to divvy it out. I like the 2 members each get a ticket, and you can sit with a member. I think that's kind of cool, but we'll figure that part out later. But 2 tickets, Mets Daily Insider member, excited to give those away. Excited for the chance at the Mets potentially signing a star this winter, and one that David Stearns went to Japan to go see. That's right. David Stearns went to Japan to watch slugger today, Munetaka Murakami, against the Yokohama Dana Bay Stars. Murakami is a first and third baseman for the Yakult Swallows. A bit of a bizarre name there. He could be a free agent this offseason, and David Stearns being there is pretty notable. And what did he do in that game? He hit a walk-off home run. David Stearns in attendance Tuesday morning Eastern time, at night there. He hits a walk-off homer. Now, you're thinking to yourself, but we have Pete Alonso. Well, there's a chance Pete Alonso opts out, so that's first base. Third base, you've had a lot of uncertainty there. You'll probably have a DH spot open when you move on from Marte and Winker. So you can easily find a position for Murakami, whether it's first, third, or DH. And why I think you got to consider, and remember, you got to factor that the Dodgers are going to be going for him, is look at this guy's numbers. Now, he's been hurt this year, so that's the reason why he's done almost nothing this year. But look at those numbers, and he's only 25 years old. He started playing at 18. 36 homers, 28, 39 and 112, 56 and 134 with a 318 average and a 458 OBP. That's like Barry Bonds. He might have been on the juice in 2022. 2023, 31 and 84. 2024, 33 and 86. Murakami's a slugger. And yes, the Dodgers, as we know, for all Japanese stars, are going to be in the running. But if he gets posted and David Stearns is there watching him, you have to think he's seriously interested. He's not making a trip to Japan to watch this guy hit a walk-off homer right in front of him if he is not interested in signing this guy. So let us know in the comments below. Would you have interest? Do you want to stick internal and go with Clifford and Vientos and Acuna and Beatty? I mean, Beatty I think is going to be gone, and I think one other guy, either Vientos or Acuna, are probably going to be gone, it feels like, whether in a trade or whatever it may be. So I think there will be an opening for him. I think it depends on the price, but I think Stearns going. This is a business trip. He's interested in signing him. Those numbers speak out to you. So let us know in the comments. Do you want Murakami in Queens, and do you want Megill in Queens? Now at this point, who would have thought? I was thinking when Tylor Megill went down, it's like, it's fine. We have so many stars. We don't need him. It doesn't matter if he doesn't come back. He's not that good anyway. We're at a point I think the Mets could use Tylor Megill, and I never thought I'd say that this season, but. I think first off, we want Sproat and McLean, of course, but I think Megill for now could fill in and replace Frankie Montas, whether you're using him in the bullpen or as a starter. If you decide to use, Megill and then Sproat, You got Megill or McLean. You can piggyback Holmes and then Megill. You can piggyback here. The starters already aren't going long, so why not go 3 or 4 and then go to the other guy? I never thought it, but Megill begins his rehab assignment for Binghamton today. I think the Mets are in a position they could really use Tylor Megill, and I know he's inconsistent. He's very frustrating, but I'd rather have him over Frankie Montas. So the Mets are going to have a lot of decisions to make. What do they do with Megill when he is ready? What do they do with Sproat and McLean? Do they give him a shot? I think they do, considering we talked about it yesterday, all the call-ups to AAA yesterday. It feels like they're coming either any day or after that August 15, 16 date. So let us know in the comments, do you want Blueberry Megill back on the hill? I'm Jake Brown, at Jake Brown Live. Smash that thumbs up, subscribe, follow me, scan that code, become a member, and have a chance to win those field-level seats to a Mets game. Appreciate your support of Mets Daily so far. We will talk to you tomorrow. Let's get a freaking win tonight. Beat the Braves. The Braves suck. Show them you're better and get back in the winning column. Let's go Mets, baby. Come on.